For 3 years, I was a bank, a landlord, a free grocery service. I poured over $33,000 of my late husband's savings into my adult son, Max, and his wife, Lena. I thought I was buying their love. Then came the knife. Oh, we already got married yesterday. We only invited special people. Those 4 words weren't just an insult. They were the receipt for my entire wasted investment. When I finally cut off the money, they didn't apologize, they didn't beg, they brought a lawyer. They tried to have me, a 71-year-old woman declared mentally incompetent, just to seize control of my entire retirement. They wanted my money so badly they were willing to risk federal jail time for elder abuse. This is the story of how I went from being a disposable ATM to a warrior. Stay with me because what they tried to do is more common than you think. My journey was a textbook case of elder financial exploitation. First, the financial leeching, draining my savings with constant emergencies. Next, the social exclusion, treating me like an invisible resource, only useful for my wallet. The wedding was the final humiliation. When I canceled the automatic $500 rent transfers, the real war began. Lena called, frantic. Renate, the rent is overdue. You forgot the transfer. My reply was calm, chilling. Didn't I warn you I only help special people? Within days, they escalated. They broke into my house, reviewed my private documents, and brought a lawyer to pressure me into signing over a power of attorney. They argued I was confused and needed legal guardianship. They even filed a formal lawsuit to have a judge declare me incompetent. Their playbook was diabolical. They fabricated evidence, twisted my decision to install security cameras for my safety into paranoia, and even tricked my pharmacist into signing a statement against me. I immediately hired a specialist in elder law. I spent days documenting every single transaction, the $33,400 total. I secured a flawless independent psychiatric evaluation to prove my mental competence. And when we finally faced them in court, I had an army of new supportive friends and neighbors ready to testify on my behalf. Max's lawyer tried to paint me as a frail, confused old woman who had been manipulated, but my lawyer, Mr. Weber, turned their own testimony against them. He asked Max how many times he had visited without asking for money, and the court was silent. He forced Lena to admit that she had told me I wasn't special people. The judge's verdict was my freedom. Max and Lena's request for guardianship was denied. The court ruled that my decision to protect my assets was completely rational. I won not just the lawsuit, but my life. I sold the house, traveled, and started a new life of unburdened freedom at 72. I never heard from Max or Lena again. I had spent my life believing I had to buy love. My family's lawsuit proved that the affection I thought I had was a commercial transaction. When the product, my money, was removed, the transaction ended. If you are giving money and only receiving silence or demands in return, remember this: true love never has a price, and freedom is never too expensive. Have you ever had to draw a hard line with family or friends over money? Your story could be the lifeline someone else needs. Share your experience or advice in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories about turning betrayal into strength.